Alright, hey everybody, good to see you. Let me... Holy cow. Dinner was crazy, you guys. That's why I was running a little late. Well, I mean late. I pushed the stream back, because I wasn't sure if this food was going to come out in time and be okay to eat, so yeah. I apologize for having to do that. Alright, let me set this up too. Excuse me. Alright. Back in Plant Nursery Simulator, day 77. We only have $3,800 because we actually made a bunch of purchases last episode, so... Oh boy. And also, hey B. Richie, how's it going? Thank you for the like, by the way. Appreciate that. We also changed the outside. We're going to change it again every time we, start a new, stream, I think makes sense. I mean... Uh-oh. Wait, what's going on? Open? Why isn't my thing working? Open. There we go. Okay. Everything else should be chill. We did the pricing, right? I think we did. For all the new goodies. We actually got quite a bit of stuff last episode. Looks like it. I think we're good to go. All of our stuff has been priced. Although we don't have any of the other veggies done yet. We literally just did those. Which I can show you guys, actually. What is this? Tomatoes? Haha, didn't mean to do that. Well, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna sell them. You gotta, like, quadruple check these guys aren't, like, doing weird stuff with this, because it's kind of crazy what they do. So, like that. Why are we doing that? Check the other stuff, too. Alright, all this looks chill. Alright. Selling everything else like crazy. Alright, any more boxes? Let's water everything. I'll do a walkthrough of what we've got. So we unlocked a bunch of them, even though we don't actually have a lot of them filled up yet. We had the melons and other stuff a couple streams ago. The new items are, we got grapes now, cucumbers, and squash. In this one, we now have beets, spinach, and chard. And I think cherry tomatoes were also new. And these are also new: blueberries, strawberries, blackberries, and raspberries. Oh, and these were also added as cauliflower. Was new stuff. So as it stands, we probably just need to work a few days so we get some money built up, because we did all of those licensing upgrades and things like that. It cost quite a bit of money. Oh, we did sort everything to be 2 a row. Is much more efficient, and really all we ever needed. We had too much stock having 4 a row. Not to mention running out of space in general was not great, so... It's It's all working out. It's perfect. Oh, and just so you guys can visually see them as well. So, new plants, excuse me, are these guys. So we got rubber plants, dark green, like a... I can't remember what they call them when they have multi-leaf color like that. Got pink version of them too. String of hearts, string of pearls, money plant as well. 2 likes, thank you guys. Some tulips. These thingies. And we got peonies as well. And what else did we get? I think that was it. Oh, we did get the eucalyptus and the lavender and then the bird's nest fern. Hi, Wade. How are you? And Jacob. How's it going, guys? Variegated, thank you. Wade. You probably learned that from JWoww's videos, huh? 3 likes, thank you, guys. Oh, let's redesign the store. Because we, it's what we're gonna do now. We'll go floors. What should we do? Hi, Mira. How are you? Also, Richie, if you come back in, be Richie. Hi. How's it going? 4 likes. Thank you, Mira. I don't know. Should we do, like, something, like, a little crazier? I mean... Like, I would never just openly pick like this, but maybe we do that. I don't know. Horticulturalist at SeaWorld? That's crazy, Wade. I love that. If we do this, is that too much? I don't know what to say about this. I'm not upset, but I think this looks fine. There. We'll stick with this for a little bit. Wade, do you want to explain your role? What's a horticulturalist? What type of, things do you do? I know for sure you're, like, you take care of a lot of, like, the plants and stuff like that, right? Yeah. Okay, yeah, so he's a plant dude. He takes care of plants, he cuts them, plants them, makes them look really nice in the garden bed. Make sure they don't get sick and all that. He takes care of, well, I know for sure he takes care of varmints as well. Because, Wade, do you do the habitat stuff too? Not just, like, the park in general? I don't remember if I asked you that or not. Oh, I just realized something. Hold on. 1 second. It's so weird that it does this sometimes. I don't know why it does that. There we go. Okay. Oh, no. I did not mean to get into your spot there. Alright, no more customers. Restockers, go. I don't know what the tool's called, but JWoww uses like a... It's like a specific weeding tool that looks like a... I don't know, like an oblong O on like a stick thing, and you can dig that through like rocks and stuff like that. I don't know what kind of yard you've got, but when they're either dead or already alive, they're really easy to get up after that. And then you just kind of pick up the scraps, you know? Alright, we're at 9,000. I feel like these guys are taking a bit. Excuse me, 1 second. Line trim them, true that. They're already dead, yep. Kind of, Jacob. Yeah, Jaywal's coming up. He'll know what it's called. But it's literally like, it looks like a hoe, but it's like a metal, like, ring. Or like I said, it's kind of an odd shaped, and it's flat on the bottom, and you use it to, like, scrape up against the thing to actually cut at, like, the base of the plant you're trying to cut. It makes it really fast. Like, when we have a lot of stuff in our front yard, I mean, our front yard is rock, but you just go through that really quick, and then I go right behind them and pick up the, like, the bigger scraps and stuff, and then you just kind of rake it over.
It's a Japanese school. I don't... You bought
No, the other one, Jawa. The one you use for the one that you... Oh my god.
The one you use for out front?
Yeah.
That's just a weed hoe.
Oh, apparently it's just called a weed hoe.
It essentially is a stick with a metal trapezoid, and then that's what allows it, you know? Picture a slight trapezoid, meaning picture a square with the bottom slightly longer, and the top of that square is mounted like at a 45-degree angle, you know, a stick. So you can kind of push it, and it just cuts through stuff. Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
Also, look.
Oh, wait. Wade's a horticulturalist at SeaWorld?
He is. Hey, Sonny. How are you? Good to see you.
Oh, that's the technical name? I just call it a weed hoe. Look at those people taking up all your money.
They're chilling. They're the gardeners. Well, because right now there's nothing to, like, harvest. They're really helpful for, like, harvesting everything. Not doing too bad. JOR, you're getting better sick-wise, right?
Yeah. I might try to exercise tomorrow. But very light. Get back into it.
Mm-hmm.
But oh yeah. I don't know if you guys saw the picture. Kim made that.
Made what?
The
oh,
food.
yeah, the food. That was posted not too long ago, though. I made something good, guys. That's why I pushed the stream back, so.
No, I am not jacked. I am... unless you're talking flapjacks. Unless you're talking flapjacks.
Well, no, when you flex your arm, you got some good heft on them. You could lift some crates and stuff, you know?
Stop trying to glaze me like a donut.
Unlike me, I can't, like, I have no upper body strength. I would just die instantly.
No, I gotta get more muscular.
You call him hula host. It's the voice that's deceiving.
Yeah, my voice is super deceiving.
I mean, he is a big guy, though, Jacob. Like, you're tall. Right?
I know, I'm just laughing.
You're always laughing. He's a tall dude. God, these guys take forever to stock stuff. Oh, thank you. Cool.
Dude, they're all out there.
Yeah, they're having their smoke break, and I'm about to make them work all over again. Mm-hmm. I have it set up on a 2-box system now. It's way better. I don't know what the hell I was thinking doing 4 and 4. That was, like, crazy talk.
I can move some box, yeah. The trim line is like a weed eater. Yeah, I think that's probably like the little plastic line you can get that you use for the weed eater.
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes, good, good.
Look at you go.
I know, I lost a lot of money, though, because I did a lot of upgrades. AKA, I unlocked... Actually, I could show you, Jawa. So, I have, I think 11 of the greenhouses, and here's this. We've got cherry tomatoes now. We've got, blueberries, strawberries, blackberry, raspberry.
What are you talking about?
Cauliflower.
No, go back. That doesn't look like the plants at all.
Listen. They did their best, okay?
The blueberry looked like freaking Bellsprout.
We got beets, spinach, and collards. And then I now have grapes and cucumbers and squash. Those are the newest items.
I think you mean instead of is the correct language. I think that's more of the I would say the workman's vernacular. That's what the tradesmen use. That's the term used by tradesmen, whereas weed whacking is more by enthusiasts.
JWow's job's kind of like that. He has windows, though.
Like a vampire? Oh my god. Yeah. Well, the tall buildings usually have windows. I'm trying to think. Unless it's not like a super tall building. Well, it could have been a building that was supposed to be something else. Like they took a restaurant or some type of mall. Not mall. Like an office. They took... Because usually office buildings, they have windows. Usually. No, depending on how they build their cubicles in their offices, you might never see the windows because all the bosses have them. So there is that factor.
Nice, Jacob.
You work at NSA? I don't believe that.
Why?
Because isn't that like super secretive and stuff?
No.
I feel like that'd be dangerous to be saying.
No, it's not. It's not.
Yeah, even Wade's laughing.
Guys, we could literally have anyone in here working for whatever, and it's totally fine. Dude's making his money, paying his bills, doing what he's got to do. And that's fine. It's chill.
Can you go all the way around?
No, which makes me kind of sad, because I kind of want a Naruto run on all of
these. Do it. Try it.
I can't.
You can't go further.
No.
Oh, that sucks.
I can just do the lap, though.
But you can't even run on it.
No. So I was a little bummed out about that, but...
Also, you're like in a residential district.
I know, the whole world ends right there. Look at this clouds, like, right on the line there. It's crazy.
No, but like, you're in a residential district when your business.
57? I ain't doing shit. Look at all the points up there.
Nice.
You want to know why? I have it to where if they have plant seeds... Oh, Christ. If they plant seeds, I get XP for it.
Nice.
Oh my god, this is a mess. What is this? Garlic? Oh.
I could be a janitor, who knows?
True.
That would be pretty crazy, actually.
Oh my god, we have so much garlic. Hold on. Let's, actually, this is a full box, right? We'll just sell, insta-sell. What is this, tomatoes?
Lordy, lordy.
Nice. For some reason, they can't consolidate worth their lives. They just...
What is that box?
Instantly sells the veggies.
Why do you even need to put them out for customers? Couldn't you just dump it all in there?
Because they complain about it.
So it sells for less.
No, it sells for exact retail price. So like if it's like that onion for well no, what did we just put in there? Lettuce. So it'll sell for the actual retail price.
So could you jack the retail price up? Oh no, because your store price can be higher.
Yeah, this is my store price that I make slightly higher. The other one is
And they complain if you only use that to sell stuff?
No, if I don't have stock. So, like, right now they're complaining about this stuff because they have yet to grow. So they're walking around saying, I can't find eggplant, I can't find potatoes or squash or whatever because they haven't been harvested yet. They're not done growing.
That's crazy.
I couldn't do gardening or anything like that, let me tell you. J-Law loves being out doing all that kind of stuff. I mean, of course, there's like a limit. You obviously get tired. You don't just go out there and like do crazy
in Arizona,
stuff.
it's like you can be like 100+ degrees, so like the heat can sap you really hard.
Yeah.
So you kind of have to be cognizant of it, especially in like the heat of summer. But
yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if you want to watch him like do work and see, if you want to watch him do work and stuff like that, he has a gardening channel. Right?
Yeah.
Gardening with JWA, it's attached to the main channel if you want to see all the shit he grows back there. It's crazy. How many in-ground trees you got? 30? 40?
Oh my god. It's so crazy.
Nice, Jacob. Heck yeah, dude.
It is insane. It's a work in progress, though.
It's not so bad weather-wise where I live. It ain't Chicago. I don't mind working outside. Wade, you live in, like, the perfect place to be working outside.
Yeah, all the problems in your state are self-created. Dude, you know what's crazy?
I love it.
That's how you can tell the difference between a state with nice weather and a state with bad weather. Is the states with nice weather have self-created problems?
Well, no, we got a lot of problems. I hate it here. It's too hot sometimes.
I know. Problems that are out of our control,
disgusting.
Right? But, oh, lordy.
I don't want it.
That's just a little jab at Wade. But he gets nice weather, so that's pretty cool. I was watching this lady when Kim called me up here, whose channel I came across.
When you change the outside.
I don't remember the name because I wasn't looking at the name. I was just looking at the videos. But she's in California, but she's also Zone 9B. So it's kind of interesting that you can be in the same like grow zone, but kind of have a little bit of a different experience. Because of the other factors, like how close are you to the water? What else do you buy? You buy mountains, or you just a lot of crazy stuff. You buy a river. All these things matter.
There. We got to update the outside because we did the inside, and then I guess next game day we'll mess with this again.
A man lift? Is that a cherry picker?
He doesn't like when I called that a cherry picker, but yes, a man lift.
He doesn't like the term cherry picker?
I mean, that's what we're used to calling it.
Oh my gosh. Well, that's the enthusiast, you know what I mean? That's the enthusiast terminology. I wonder why they call them cherry pickers. Because cherry trees aren't that tall.
But you ain't right. You're not wrong, but you ain't right. Told you. I live in El Paso right now, but we'll be moving to Utah soon. Nice.
Texas.
Utah will be a nice change. They have a little bit nicer weather, I guess.
Utah. So, here's the interesting thing. Texas is kind of like its own little, like, California, Arizona, Texas, Florida. Those are kind of their own. I think Georgia might be on the list too. But they're kind of their own little beast when it comes to like plants and gardening and stuff because of like restrictions and what you can like agriculturally, what you can send and stuff. I don't think Utah has those restrictions, so Utah is kind of more like you could definitely take advantage of all the online nurseries.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can't buy citrus online; I have to find somebody who has it, right?
Yep.
Physical store. I can't buy it online. But if I was in Utah, I would be able to. If I was in Texas, I couldn't. California, I couldn't. Florida, I couldn't. Unless it's a nursery within my own state. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That will ship with, you can't. You don't really have an easy time. So when I think Utah, I don't know. Would I prefer Utah or Texas?
You'd probably prefer Utah.
You think so?
Weather-wise and like scenic-wise, yes. Texas, I feel like they have too many like infrastructure issues where I always feel like they're either flooding, they have no electricity.
But you can
power
have
grids
kangaroos.
Down. We don't need no damn kangaroos.
Can you imagine me having a whole kangaroo?
No. And just have it like abuse you all day? I'm good.
I would buy him a little pond so you could threaten to drown people in it.
It's colder. Yeah, I want to live. I want to move someplace else a little colder. You'll buy
Yeah.
them and ship them to us.
Kim wants to go somewhere colder, either within Arizona, probably within Arizona, I imagine, because it's like family and stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty chill. I mean, I got no real ties to Arizona outside of like Kim's side of the family. So, you know, I have my job, but I could probably work fully remote at that point. But so I'm pretty chill, but I think Kim would still want to be able to participate in, you know, family stuff. And if we went out of state, I would likely go full farm style. And then it would be probably even harder for her to go see people. People would have to come see us. But, oh yeah. The only thing I even thought about how I would do it too. Because Kim would show me those barn dominiums and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I would get one and I'd have them build a custom like brick backing on the entire length of the backside. And then I would have them build a structure to where I could enclose it almost like a mini greenhouse, but have it be open to the ground.
Yeah.
And then effectively, what it'll be is I would use that entire line to grow all the citrus I want.
Wade, you would be the next person I'd ask a garden question to for real. Or like sprinkler question or any kind of question, because I feel like you'd be able to answer it for me.
Because I think that'd be super. Is that someone doing this, like spreading their legs?
I don't know. I like the clouds because they just look like marshmallow whip or something. They're just nice to look at.
Oh, but then nah, you got me distracted. You messed me up. What was on?
Answer some questions, Sunny. Arkansas, yeah.
Wait, why would you think I work in IT?
I don't know. You're just asking. Just say no. I work in
Um,
IT. You can call it a cherry picker if you want, and kangaroos will kick your ass. True.
Arkansas would be better. That's actually where my
Drink of Foster's.
yeah, Arkansas is where the black side of my family lives.
Yeah.
So if I wanted to live with family, I'd either have to go to Germany or Arkansas.
Yep.
And I don't, you know, Germany sounded fun when I was younger, but now that I'm seeing what they're doing, I don't know.
Oh, like the wishbone, Jacob. It does kind of look like that.
Colorado.
There's a problem with that, Wade.
I heard. Okay,
We can't.
Colorado wouldn't be bad, but it's like I said, it's like self-created problems.
Well, no, there's some gardening stuff we can't do there. So
Like you can't harvest rainwater.
Yeah, you can't harvest
What the hell is that about?
rainwater. You can't.
You telling me I can't control what lands on my property if I have a farm?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
It's kind of
that's some
silly shit
stupid
like that. Yeah.
I don't know. Stuff like that kind of like messes. I don't know. Some of the, like I haven't dug into all states or whatever, but I know that one's kind of annoying. One of the things that interested me about Florida was that like homestead rule I think I heard about where, you know, if you own your homestead outright, they can't come after you for it. I thought that was kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
The only downside is you gotta like kind of low key deal with a little bit of light hurricane action
Well, no, like
and the reptiles.
big hurricane action. Yes, lots of
Depending
wild
on
animals.
where you're at in Florida, you could probably be safer from hurricanes and the alligators.
They'll just eat Dean. The gators and stuff. Like, look at this thing. That's perfect, Wade. We actually are planning on doing some type of a better irrigation system, actually.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, in the future, I have so many plans when I have to save up a lot for the patio because I got so many plans with that. Once the patio's finalized, because I'm doing like almost like a 3-in-1 kind of situation because I got to do some irrigation rerouting. We got to do but I also, we're going to have the patio, the irrigation, and then because we're doing all that digging up and everything, termite guy, all three of those in synergy. So I got to make sure the patio is designed in a way to which the irrigation guy can run the lines he needs to run. And the Terminator guy will be able to treat how he needs to treat on the ground around the house to be able to maintain the integrity of, of our termite barrier. Preventative. I'm all about preventative shit, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's kind of like it's gonna be a whole process. So we shall see. Yeah, for me, so yeah, there's like pluses and minuses because I want to be far enough to be able to get affordable land where I could do whatever I want. Like I could have 2,000 trees because that's what I'd end up with. But close enough that I could still enjoy electricity, you know, water if I wanted to get water from the city. Maybe I'm okay with going full well situation as long as I don't have a weird shifting water table where, you know, that could be a problem.
We need good internet.
And then internet. I'm trying to get it all, so to speak. I'm greedy, I guess. And I can do a lot with, like, you give me, because I'm essentially gardening on like what, 1/16, less than 1/16 of an acre.
Yeah.
So if I could do like 50 plus trees on that, I mean, you give me a full acre, like Jesus Christ.
Multiple acres is even crazier.
Yeah, if I don't need a lot of acres to be able to have just an insane food forest. Just so many levels. But if we live somewhere colder, I'm going to have to design it to where all the citrus are going to be against the south-facing wall. So that way I can utilize that to maintain the heat and protect the citrus. Everything else I want to grow can handle the cold, like a colder climate to where Kim's looking for. Mm. But for the citrus, really. The figs, I'm not super crazy. Like, figs are cool. I'm not going to lie about it. But I can never get any because the birds love them. So, I'm not as crazy about the figs. I'm not as worried about the figs, I mean. I would like to be able to grow them. But if, I don't know, if it ends up being a little too cold, it's not the end of the world. I'm thinking this perfect zone would probably be, personally, I think like an 8B would be pretty sweet, or an 8A. Like, zone 8. It would be just cold enough to allow me to do probably more of those plums and pluots that I can't do at all here. But I think Kim really, from a temperature perspective, I think Kim really wants like a 7B. So, figs in the ground probably, maybe out the window. But citrus, I would have against the south-facing wall. I wouldn't waste time trying to have figs against the wall to protect them. But everything else would be fine. You could grow everything. Like loquats, you can get some pretty cold tolerant. I'd probably have citrus and loquats against the wall. So I'm thinking anyway. Let's see. Mad about rain barrels, yeah. Land in Texas is cheap. Oh, so if you look, supermarkets only have a week? I don't know what that means. Well, here's the thing. Kim doesn't like the humidity. So, Arizona's more dry. It can be humid during the monsoon part, but it's more dry than humid. I don't mind the humidity, but I do want cold. Don't get me wrong. I think that's what I'm thinking is like, right now, what I would like to do is I would like to be able to have like plums, pluots, pluaries, but I just don't get enough chill hours for it. So if I could be in a zone like 8B with the right microclimate, I think I could have everything I want, right? Which is all the trees in the ground without having to do anything special. Maybe I put up a frost cloth or something, right? Because I would like to have I would have a section for the trees. I kind of have to watch a little bit when it gets cold. And then I have the section of trees I don't even need to worry about. And then I'd have the outskirt trees that would just be like insanity. So like all the nut trees, all the American persimmons, like all the crazy stuff like that that can just get really, really big. I have those all in the outskirts of the property. Let's see, I prefer the cold as well. The heat's crazy. There is a lot to say for latitude. Apparently San Diego lays on the same line as Mediterranean French Beach.
They do, yeah. Very similar. And they're drier, kind of like Mediterranean areas are.
Humidity has its pluses and minuses. You need humidity because it helps it protect, like, because if you have no humidity and a bunch of wind, it just rips the moisture from plants. It can dry them out so bad. So it's kind of like you want a healthy mix. Humidity is not bad, but too much and you get more fungal and disease issues. So it's just kind of like, where's a place that would essentially be where I'm at right now, maybe a little bit more humidity, and a little bit more cold, or an extended period of cold during the winter months. Can I find that? Because really that would give me more chill hours. It would give us a longer winter. I don't know if I'd want to be in a place that snows.
An actual winter, not some whatevs.
Because then you're saying you want snow.
I would like to have, like, a little bit of snow, something.
Well.
Lettuce again.
But you gotta shovel it. Would you like it then?
Why are you threatening me like that?
I'm just kidding. But yeah, so that's the rub. We got a long way to go before.
Are we serious, you guys?
There's only 4 in there?
Are we for real?
There's nothing in there.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah, I think we got a long way to go before we're in future property zone. But if I could find it, my dream would be to find that property, you know, buy the land, and then I could establish trees that could work in that climate without much care. So probably like your nut trees and that type of stuff. And then visit, you know, through the seasons, you know, not be too far, I guess. So then I could start establishing trees on the outskirts in areas where like those type of trees would be able to make it. So I could start having some form of production. Would be pretty cool.
Oh, Jacob, don't get it wrong. Those boxes were empty. I bought 10 junk boxes. But my character does carry a shit ton of stuff, though, if they are full. I'll show it to you when I get the other,
dropping some crazy knowledge.
When I have to do all this stuff, when we get the boxes out there, I do stack them like crazy high to get out to the greenhouses and stuff like that. And those are full. My character's shredded for that, but any other time it's just empty boxes.
Yeah, so we got a long ways to go. It's just stuff I'm thinking about. I think immediate future patio would be nice.
Yeah, we do need to build up the
patio / irrigation system rebuild. Because once the patio's done and our irrigation systems or the new spigots created, I am going to be able to plant more trees in the final spot that I've been leaving open, because when a patio gets built out, I don't want them having to bump against trees and like destroying stuff. So I kept a healthy distance. So I'll unlock another strip in my yard, which I'll just maximize the shit. And I even have a list. Oh my god. I'm obviously not gonna put all of this in there, but I have like a list because I was all sick and I was feeling like trash. I was just watching videos. But I have a list of more plants I want to put in if I can. Asian pears, jujubes, persimmon, medlar, quince, couple more dwarf mulberries, cherry, and a gummy bear. I kind of have a whole list. I have like, here's for sure what I want to do. So the Tennessee, the Southern King pears, the GA866, and the Honey Jar Jujube.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would like to do one more persimmon. Because we have a Fuyu persimmon that I think is actually going to give us a harvest this year. Which is great. Because I've been taking anything that develops off of it so it can just get bigger. So I wanted to get stronger. But since we have an Asian persimmon, I kind of wanted to get Nikita's Gift, which is an Asian American hybrid. And then it'd be cool to get like a Proc or a Yates, which is an American persimmon. So you would have an Asian persimmon, an Asian American hybrid, and then an American persimmon. I thought that'd be really cool. It's on my list, but and I'm really interested in like trying out some of these oddities, like a medlar and a quince. I think would be kind of cool. Mulberries just be good wall spots. Dwarf mulberry and keep it a wall against the wall to produce berries. I want to give cherries one more shot. And then gummy berries are just fruiting bushes, so I can just put those anywhere. So gummy berry would be easy to do. An Eastside mulberry, which is super dwarf, would be easy to put anywhere. Just think of it like a fruiting bush. I already have a spot for a persimmon. So yeah, in this strip, I'm pretty much going to put 2 Asian pears and 2 jujubes. And then I might try to for lack of a better term, I might try some fuckery to put as much as I can without Kim getting mad. Because I'm a bad boy.
Jujubes, Wade. Indeed. Jujubes.
Yeah, I got rid of the... Because where we're at, the Indian green jujube, Indian green thornless jujube, which is more tropical, so it doesn't go deciduous, right? There's like tropical jujube, and then there's deciduous jujubes, right? Well, the tropicals are like supposed to have more like juice to them or whatever, but some of the more selected cultivars of deciduous jujubes sound like they can kind of match up a little bit. Well, here's the thing. I was sold on the tropical because I was like, oh, cool. The problem is it just couldn't. It would grow massive, but it just wouldn't fruit for me like the way I want it to. It would either fruit at the wrong time, then we get like a light frost, all the fruit are ruined. Or like it tried to fruit in the wintertime and the fruit wouldn't grow, right? So that would suck. And then I figured out a way to get it to fruit when I want it to fruit by cutting it at by pruning it aggressively in a certain time period. The downside is when it finally fruited where I wanted to, produce a lot of fruit, the bees and the blue wasps loved them, right? Super cool. It's like these blue wasps with like these orange wings. They're like the I think they're called like tarantula hawks or whatever. Really, really pretty wasps. So they all pollinated the shit out of this tree. This tree had a bunch of fruit, and because of how our normal summer season hits, with the dry winds for a period before we hit monsoon season, all the effing fruit just gone, most of it. And then what little was left was literally, I went from easily over 100 to like less than 10. And by the time those were going to be ready, I was like, oh, these are going to be ready. I'm gonna get them next week. The birds took them. They were gone.
Yeah, they ate them.
I was like, I literally cut that tree down. I was so pissed. I was like, you know what? I'm going to settle for the deciduous jujubes, but I was looking for the best, sweetest tasting cultivars. So that's why I settled on the GA866 and the honey jar, because they're really sweet, highly rated for flavor, and they produce in the time range I need them to round out my year, to fill in the gap that citrus leaves.
No, Wade, we cut it down. It would have been too big for a hoop house.
It's an aggressive grower. You'd probably keep it smaller, but you'd have to prune the shit out of it.
Yeah.
I just don't have the dryness is what... See, that's why I was talking about, like, humidity is good. Like, if we had more humidity, that tree would have done better.
Yeah. And
It could have
unless,
handled
well, unless wind. I think the wind is what really screwed us up.
the dry wind.
Well, no, just wind in general. Like the fruit was just coming off of it because the wind was so vicious for some of those storms that it's
Yeah.
like it wasn't necessarily like if there was no intense wind, I think that fruit would have been fine. It would have went to term. We would have eaten it, and everything would have been fine. But when a majority of it fell off from wind stuff, and then all the birds eat them, like the few we did get, we just
Wasn't worth the
it wasn't
space.
worth it. Yeah.
But with the deciduous one, what's cool about them is they're one of the fruit trees that actually do fruit on new growth.
Look at them all.
So I can just hack it back to like hip level every year, let it fruit it grow out. Like it actually can take a massive fruiting down to like hip or chest level, let it regrow out and get fruit that year, and then that fruit, you know, once it goes deciduous, just chop it back again. You know, well, not once it goes. I'd wait till probably January to prune it, but you know what I mean. Like that's what's super cool, and what made me interested was because I can chop it back so aggressively, it won't take up a big footprint, and it's obviously heat tolerant. I don't have to worry about the cold. The only downside would be the thorns, but I would just have to be smart about how, because I'm constantly going to be processing it. I'm less worried about it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude, the birds are so cruel to me, man.
They love eating all of our
That's why I want to get some of them gummy berries to add some defense. I have the silverberry, which produces in the birds like that, but I need more defense. The figs, the birds like the figs too. If I have room, I probably will get 2 more figs. I have 1 fig the birds are eating. Birds love the pomegranates too. Savages. It's just trying to balance it out because I love the birds, but some birds are a little dickish when it comes to how they eat the fruit because they just destroy a bunch of fruit. You're like, fuck, dude. Even if you bag them sometimes. So I gotta think about how I want to approach it. Where maybe I want to do an actual bird net for like half the tree and no bird net for the other half.
Mm-hmm.
So then the birds, but I have to do it in a way that doesn't risk the birds getting killed. Because I heard birds can get caught in the bird net and die.
Yeah,
especially with our heat.
That.
So I gotta figure out a way I can protect. I don't need to protect all the fruit. I'm fine with the birds having some fruit, but I would like to have some too. So I gotta figure that out. Where is that healthy medium? You know, in the future, when I have this massive orchard, I mean, when you have the space, you're effectively out. Like I can outproduce the birds. You know what I mean? With mulberries, it's really easy to outproduce the birds, so I don't have to worry about mulberries. But certain fruit is you can't outproduce the birds with them, right? Because they hit them so hard. You know, there's thousands of mulberries, but there's only like, 50 apples. So, and all they need to do is peck a little bit on each one and they ruined it because it spoils in the summer. So, that's the struggle situation there. I got to figure it out. But like I said, in the future, I'm going to have probably two or three of every variety. Like, in a perfect world, I probably would have 4 of every variety, to be honest. Of every variety of citrus that I could grow. The only one I wouldn't do every variety of would probably be like the lemon and the limes. I'd probably only do like the highly selected ones, So like a key lime, something like that. Like, and maybe a bear's lime, call it a day. I don't need like 20 variety of limes.
Oh my God.
It's stupid.
Oh, it's because these haven't been placed yet.
Okay.
We need a spot.
But
wait. Wait, did I not buy another shelf?
Is that a shelf blank over there?
No, no. They need a spot to like actually place it. Shoot.
But yeah, so you can just outgrow everything, If I have 4 types of every single apple I can get my hands on, 4 types of every single medlar, 4 types of every single quince, 4 types of every single mulberry, 4 types of every single like pear, just an insane amount. That's literally how I would approach it. And then I would have an entire section of just ones I just grew from seed for my favorite fruit. Air pellets solve the problem. Jesus, you're a savage, Wade. If I could pick specific things to grow, oranges, strawberries, and peaches. Peaches are pretty chill. They don't have as long of a life, you know, the trees themselves, unfortunately. But the citrus is really fun, really, really fun. You know those sumo citrus you see in stores? I got 2 of those. And I planted them in the ground. So, not next year in spring, but then this. So what is it? 27. So spring of 27, I won't have any fruit because I'm not gonna let it produce this year. But spring of 28, I'm gonna have our very own sumo citrus. You know, that's the brand name you see in the store. You know, that's like the only citrus we buy is sumo citrus. Because Kim loves it. So I got 2 of those suckers.
Alright, so I need... buy another 3. And then another one of those other ones, too.
But, strawberries are kind of wild, actually. Strawberries, I feel like you need a really good setup. And I have to figure out how I'd want to design that. Because of how they work. Whether or not you get ever-bearing versus June-bearing. I think... and how much you want to harvest. There is... I mean, surprisingly, there is an art to... you don't want to obstruct the entry. That's so bad.
I have to expand the store in a second. But I need a place to put these, and I need a place to put the regular stuff.
Yeah, so strawberries...
Thank you, Wade, for mentioning that.
Strawberries can be easy to grow, but you need to have, like... you need to have a plan.
Lord.
You need to have a plan, otherwise you're not going to get what you want out of it.
Oh, Lord, this is everywhere. Do I have a spot for spinach?
Kim also loves free and tried... oh my gosh.
I do. But yet here I am. With none.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't even know where I could get you Korean fried. Well...
no, you know.
oh, no,
Wait,
it's fine.
spinach is... strange. Okay. Where is the other one? Alright, what else doesn't have a thing? Squash.
Boom. Well, I gotta go.
Do you?
Yeah, you told me to put the food away.
That doesn't mean you can't come back up and talk to people.
Mm. Yeah, I might come back up in a bit.
Might, he says.
Oh. We shall see. I'm not done fully checking out this old lady's channel yet. See what the knowledge is. She's talking about these strawberry trees, which are like the... oh my gosh, I can't remember the scientific name yet. But they're not what you think. But they look interesting. I'm curious what they taste like. I'm also a big fan of like fruit trees that exist that are not super... that people don't realize are edible. You know, like in California where Wade's at, not a lot of people realize that all those loquats they have growing that produce fruit, you know, on all the sidewalks and stuff, those are edible. So it's kind of surprising, but there's a lot of places like in Florida and in California where there's a lot of legitimate edible fruit hanging out, growing in public places, parks, sides of roads, streets, you know, sidewalks, those little grow paths in neighborhoods, and like no one realizes they could be eating it. It blows my mind. Let's see.
Okay, now I need one more shelf. Do I really not have one more shelf I could put something on? Ooh,
Not
actually,
fully done checking out her channel. Yeah, it's just like old lady. I forget her name. Well, I don't know her.
third.
She said it, but I'm terrible.
Her name is my name. It's Kim.
The lady we were just watching down there?
Yes.
We talked about the medlars?
Yes, with the bangs. Yes, that's her name is Kim.
Really?
Yes.
That's crazy.
Wow.
I'm not a name guy, guys. I'm not a guy who's paying attention. I blame the Japanese. I was raised on anime. They did this to me.
Do I have a space for this?
It's the foraging lifestyle for me. I love it, Wade. Actually, Wade, you got prime access to fish.
You one more.
I've been seeing these videos pop up about people on that sardine diet, where they're just doing a sardine fast. So there you go. Well, actually, Wade, the fact that you're a homeowner is actually pretty respectable.
Why would Wade not be a homeowner?
Because you're in California. That shit's expensive.
Wade is all powerful. That's how he does all of that stuff.
So that's respect, man. Because in my mind, the prices for homes in California got to be like what, $350 to $500K for base. Especially if you're like in San Diego and stuff.
Right, we got stuff stocked.
At a minimum. That's pretty cool, actually. What makes it more special to maybe preface this is that it's not necessarily the value of the house per se, because there are other places with expensive houses. It's also like everything else. Like, isn't gas super expensive?
You ready for this?
Foods, yeah, do it. Food's super expensive. Boop. Like, the cost of living, I think California, and I think New York City, but New York, I think those are like two of the highest cost of living states, right? Dude, that's still like, wait, that is still fucking cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, check this out. You're describing that you live on family land. Like, you're literally describing like everyone's dream, which is generational wealth. Like, being able, that's one of the things when I get a house, this house, you know, this house will be for a bit. But into the distant future, when I finally get that land and I build my own compound, I want to make it to where our kids could live on their own separate plots if they wanted to, and that we would just have like a family orchard. I almost even thought about, depending on where we're at, if I need to save on property taxes, you know, running like a U-pick, or running my own little fruit stand. You know, that's how I would spend the rest of my, you know, and I'd do a little live stream. Garden with Jiwa would probably turn it, I'd probably edit the name a little bit. But I would have my own live stream set up where I just talk to chat while I'm working a fruit stand. Wouldn't that be cool? Mm-hmm. I just have a little sign that says, hey, I'm live streaming while I'm running this fruit stand. So people know. But I wouldn't be showing people's faces. I'd be showing me. You know? And I'd just be talking to people and they'd be like, oh yeah, we want to try this stuff. And I'm like, yeah, no problem. Oh wow, your farm, your fruits and look so delicious and tender. I'm married, miss. I'm married. More importantly, it's live right now. No, I'm just kidding.
Stop. You're not
I can't believe I said that shit after you made me such good food.
Yeah, I made you incredible food and you're talking about that.
Trash. It's my trash arc. Sorry about it. Wait, why aren't you using the long ones?
Because then that's too much stock. We don't need that much. That's how I messed up on the plant part and everything else. Only certain things need sets of 4, and it's just the way it is.
Walrus?
Wait.
Oh yeah. Wait, gas is $4.22? I don't know what our gas is.
It's cheaper than that.
Kangaroos. Nice, Mare. You know what's crazy? It was weird because I think we had like a period of time, and we still do, where people were being like told, oh, you know, you receiving something from your, you know, your parents' hard work is like bad or anything like that. But I think, to me, the coolest thing ever is passing something on to your kids that they cherish and they hold. You know what I'm saying? I think that's super cool. Now, yes, there's always a chance that Wade's gonna sell his house and blow all of it on a walrus club, you know. It's always that chance, right? You know, you can't keep it safe forever, but I think that's the coolest shit. I hope to be lucky enough to be able to leave, you know, our future kids, if I'm so lucky to have something. You know what I mean? Like that would be amazing. I want to leave my kids knowledge and tangible stuff, you know, like an orchard they can be proud of that is using regenerative practices, super easy to maintain. I've been practicing a lot of different stuff with this yard, experimenting, and I've realized, okay, what makes things easy and what makes things hard. And I don't know, I think it'd just be super cool.
We're expanding everything. Storage fully expanded. I can't afford the big greenhouse yet.
Okay.
But
you're not purchasing it?
I can't. I only have 15,000.
Oh, you're like hovering over it. It was like throwing me off.
However, I will expand the store a couple more times. I do actually need that. But not too many because I can't afford too much.
Yeah, you're Wade, Grandpa Wade. That's crazy.
Look how big the Jaywall Nursery Empire is getting. Look at it.
How beautiful that is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're not too old, Jacob, but we definitely need to start thinking about having kids before we get way too old. Look at that. It's beautiful.
Pot. And made like
That's crazy.
A nice little...
How much square footage did you just get?
I don't know. A lot. See, then we do this, and I like making them like the little displays because it feels like a little more like, I don't know, decorative, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, 100%. I wanna, like I said, I wanna pass down, like, I was telling Kim I want to pass down my spark, which you guys don't probably understand the context of that, but that's one of my goals. And then I want to live long enough to be able to do that. You know, not only do I want to pass on my spark, I want to give the kids the tools necessary to pass that on to their kids. And then I want to live long enough to kind of be like a backstop to make sure that knowledge transfers through the generations.
Actually, we could almost put the,
I figured that route, or I could do with that one, Swedish guy who, like, legally is not allowed to donate anymore because he has, like, 600 kids. You see that article?
Yeah.
I was like, damn, this dude's,
his issue, the village he lives in is so small that his children are now, like, dating his other children. That's how bad it is. Where he has, like, too many progeny.
It's a big, yeah.
But it's such a small village that it's, like, not...
Bro was definitely maximizing the amount of kids in a minimum space. Oh, Jesus.
There we go. Where's my seed thing at? Let's do this.
Let's see.
No, it's not. It's not, guys. That is so bad.
Oh, that was bad, Wade. That was bad.
Yeah, that is no good. That is no bueno there.
Oh my goodness.
It's quite disturbing, in fact.
I wish I could remember what country he's from. Because he was just donating it. That was the thing. And
the guy.
The crazy part is,
how did they not?
He didn't seem like somebody. Well, you just go to a bunch of different clinics. he did the I think the government was the one who stepped in and said, look, this is actually going to cause problems for his future kids, or for his kids. If he keeps doing this, it's going to actually cause real problems. So they had to put a stop to it. But I was looking at the dude and I was like, you know, no shade, but it wasn't like a Chris Hemsworth motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I was like, this dude was getting picked pretty hard and he seemed average to me. So I'm like, he must have either had, I'm wondering how he was getting
Wait,
hit
you could have kept the comment. It's okay.
Oh, no, wait, don't retract it.
It's
wait,
really
that comment has been forever immortalized in
on
the
screen,
video.
yeah. Breathe.
So you didn't have to retract it, so it's there forever.
No, yeah, wait, that's what I'm saying. You
No,
don't
I
have to
thought that was a great joke.
It's funny.
Yeah. As long as we're not breaking YouTube's terms of service,
Which we're not.
I'm happy.
We're chilling.
Yeah. So the only time you'll see me react would be if it was like breaking YouTube's terms of service, or if it was like negative towards Kim or something. Which obviously neither one of those were the case. But that would be my trigger, for lack of a better word. Look at you go.
Now we have like too much space in the middle. I'm gonna have to find some type of
Just have a classroom in the middle. Like a gardening class.
we could well actually we have enough space like this where we could just do that, and then we can have like a feature shelf. And maybe like these.
I've seen firsthand the effects of kids are not well equipped and spoiled. Well, yeah, you gotta. The problem is you have to pass. The wisdom and the knowledge is so much more important, and people don't understand this. Here's like a fun fact: that shit starts pretty much day one. No one. I'm gonna say this in a quieter voice, but here's what people don't realize. Like I said, it starts day one.
Why are you whispering? Say it.
No, hear me out. So people who aren't paying attention don't hear what I'm about to say, because it might be kind of wild. What ends up happening is people focus so much on making the things and earning the money that they neglect their kid. You know, and it's not necessarily neglect. I'm not saying they're abusing the kid. But what ends up happening is there's a critical window that starts day one for kids. And if you neglect that critical window, someone else, like, think of your kid as a sponge. Something is going to pour knowledge into your child. And if you're not the one doing it, someone else is. And unfortunately, that can be the TV, the internet, what have you, right? Or just random strangers, whoever you're letting watch your kid. So what ends up happening is people are making things earn the money, and they think, oh, well, I'll teach my kid later on about how all this stuff works. And you know what happens by then? The kid already has these predisposed habits. You know, just how you choose to sleep with your kid, whether or not you let them sleep in your room, how fast you take them off, like those affect actually like how their nervous system develops, how they handle stress, like all these little things people don't realize that we become like far removed from and we took for granted as having a real effect on a child's development. Spoiler alert, it does. So you have that, you know, I think about these things and I learn about these things, and I've just scratched the surface. Like, you know, once Kim's pregnant, I got to be reading more books. But that's the thought process. Is a lot of people don't realize until it's too late, and even then they think, oh well, it's not my fault. You know, the kids are just born the way they are. But people don't realize that yes, kids are born the way they are, but they are your kids, which means they have a part of you in them. Which means, oh, and the crazy part too, people don't even realize this, is the state of the, like, I was reading stuff about how, like, the stress levels and the health of the person. That's why I'm trying to get, like, in shape and stuff. And I've been really working on my stress and, like, my eating and stuff, is because I found out that actually can impart, like, the epigenetics of your sperm, which can in part affect how your child develops. So you can actually set your kid up for failure or success depending on the current environment you live in, you know, prior to procreation, which is like crazy as shit, but it makes so much sense. Yeah, and it's a little weird rabbit hole. We don't have to go into it, but it's a little bit of weird rabbit hole. Well, why is Wade apologizing? Oh, goodness gracious.
No, you don't have to, Wade. We know you were just joking. It's okay.
I remember I was talking to, look at this. It's beautiful.
You want a different exterior?
Nice, do some push-ups, Jawa. You know what's crazy? I think I prefer... I wish I could do more dips than push-ups. Because I feel like dips are like... Because I think it'd probably go like dips, push-ups, and then bench pressing. I know people are going to get mad that I said push-ups are higher rated than bench pressing. I think if you do proper push-ups in the way I'm thinking about it, which I'm not going to elaborate on, I do think it's superior. Mm-hmm. Even if people hate me.
I can't do any type of put-ups or dips or whatever. You know?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you know it. Can't do any of that shit. And I'm perfectly content with that. They hurt my shoulders every time for pushing movement. I just stick to machine press. Yeah, I wish we had a press. That would be nice.
You might want to check how you're positioning your elbows, like how flared out they are, because that can have an effect too sometimes. And then what can happen sometimes too is that because of how your posture is when you're sitting, certain muscles can get weaker that stabilize the shoulder. So there are certain exercises you can do that can strengthen your shoulder to make you then able to do other types of exercises. Because theoretically you should be able to use your shoulder, but certain things aren't good. Like if you have shoulder problems, then I would stick to stuff that's a little bit more safe.
Hey Shroud, how was class? Also, Jacob, if you have bad joints, you should drink some kind of like turmeric tea or something. That's really good for inflammation.
Yeah, I would definitely look into the knees over toes guy.
Yeah, knees over toes guy. He has a YouTube channel. It's really good.
And I think there's something to say with... I really want to get into... my problem is I want to do too much at once. So I have to take things take things in steps, right? So I work like a really demanding job. And then the garden can be demanding if I'm trying to do a bunch of stuff. And then, there's just so much stuff that is like taking your attention or taking your time that you end up fumbling, so to speak. So I really have to be very mindful and like take baby steps. Otherwise, I just do too much and then I burn myself out. But like in a dream world, I don't like... That's why I'm looking forward to a world where I'm in a situation where I don't work like a W-2 job, right? Where I'm just doing, YouTube stuff, gardening, running a fruit stand or something, like, or providing for like local restaurants or some shit. I don't know. But to be in that position, which I have a plan for and I'm actively working towards, obviously. I'm not just saying I wish I was there and then not doing anything to get there. I am, but it's just, when you start with nothing, it takes a long time. It is what it is. Well, yeah, that's kind of like, I would have more time because I want to do more training. I would like to spend more time doing physical training. I think that'd be fun. Little kitty corner.
Yeah, because I have these two I need to fill and these two I need to fill.
Because I see all the stuff with like tendon training, like all that type of stuff I find really interesting. Because I am curious if I could devote more focus on like planning, doing a routine, and then finding a way to fine tune how I train to like maximize my body. Like I think that'd be really fun and cool to do. But anytime you busy season hits, that shit goes out the window. So I look forward to a future where I could like try to train, like give myself like a fucking cool martial arts body. When you walk the dogs, do some push-ups, you crazy. Put my hands on that. Who knows where that concrete's been? What's been on that concrete?
How much do you work out currently, Jayla?
Well, currently 0, because I'm just barely getting over being sick.
But what would you usually do?
I try to have, I'd say, well, what is it, like moderate to vigorous cardio activity. I'd say at least like I try to hit like 120, 150 hours. No, minutes, not hours. Jesus Christ, I can't even talk. And then I've just been doing like one workout day. I stopped, I kind of reset what I was doing because I stopped working out entirely. And then Kim put me on this whole thing where she's like, well, don't do any lifting, don't try to do too much, because then you always get burned out and you crash, you're doing too much stuff, you know. So I was like, okay. So I just, all I did was just cardio. I was like, I want to, whatever the numbers are for, you know, for like cardio activity, I want to hit it. You know, the recommended daily allowance, I want to hit that. That was kind of my goal. Right now, what I'm going to do for cardio is effectively a play on Japanese walking, but with a little bit more intensity. And instead of like a 3x3, I'm going to do a 4x2. So a little bit more intensity, but a longer flat period, meaning like, you know, 4 minutes, you're just regular walking, 2 minutes, I'm like jogging.
Hey, Harshal, how's it going?
What up? So that's what I'm doing, and then I'm doing one set, or not one set, I'm sorry. One resistance training session a week, and then I want to jump that up to 2. But I'm kind of trying to think about how I want to plan it, because there's some stuff I want to do. But like I said, I think I might stick to 1, and then just do that cardio, see where that gets me for a while. Because I'm also entering my busy season. So I can't do too much. Otherwise, you know, I'll run into the same problems I did before. Yeah, so that's why I always struggle. I got just too much on my plate. Combined with trying to do too much. Oh, that honey.
Five likes, thank you guys.
Oh, okay. I tossed tree branches into the back of a dump truck today for 2 hours. Then sprayed weeds for 4-gallon bucket. Backpack sprayers. I need to get me a freaking foliar sprayer. I want to get me a backpack one. Actually,
Wade might know a good brand. Wade, do you know a good brand that you can put like what do you put in it? Because you kind of need it to not clog, right?
Well, no, that was I didn't strain that. That was my fault.
6 likes, thank you guys.
That's not a problem. As long as you strain it properly, you don't run into that problem. I didn't realize that one material I was using for the first time needed to be strained, and I fucked up my shit. So I have to buy it. I have to buy a new one. It sucks. It is what it is. You learn from your mistakes. But I kind of want. I saw like one of those like 2-gallon or 4-gallon ones where they have the hand crank.
Mm-hmm.
I realistically only need 2 gallons. So if I could have it be like a backpack sprayer that is put on my backpack and I have a hand crank I can get from the side, you know, I think that'd be kind of cool. But I think the hand crank ones only come in 4 gallons. Which I guess I could just not fill it up all the way. Now, if it had a built-in agitator too, that'd be kind of cool, but
Mm-hmm.
it'd be pretty sweet.
Where'd they just put that? Oh.
Yeah, I figure the gardening in the future, you know, when I'm doing that like large scale stuff, would do all of that steady state cardio, you know, that low impact. So then really with resistance training, it's like just key stuff. So flexibility and key training to like build real muscle. You know what I mean? Above and beyond your steady state impact, which does have crazy effects over time. That'd be my goal. Yeah, I was doing a lot of that Zone 2 stuff. Way back when. Jumping, sprinting. I'm too fat. That's the problem. I'm too fat for that high impact, but which I know I'm saying that when I was talking about doing the higher intensity Japanese walking, but honestly, I'm taking that hit because it's shorter duration, you know? So if you just do 5 intervals, you know, you start with 4, you end with 4, you're really only talking like, what, 34 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
So...
With the intermittent walking, like how you do it?
34 minutes, Monday through Friday, and then 2 times a week in the future. Right now it's just 1. I'll lift in the afternoon. That's kind of the strat. Only downside to this strategy is there will be 2 days a week I will have to take a shower twice. I dislike having to take a shower multiple times because I feel like I'm just running through my underwear and like I'm wasting water. So when I was sick, I was taking multiple showers.
Mm-hmm.
It was only yesterday that I went back to taking 1 shower a day. Because what was happening was I was so messed up that the hot air from the shower or the water vapors was like helping out my sinus and stuff, and it was just like helping my body aches. So I was taking multiple showers throughout the day, but I felt like a piece of shit because I was like, this is so wasteful.
Oh my goodness.
Should get one of those built-in like saunas where you can like pop them up and stuff.
I wish we'd have those.
You can get those. I wanted to get one with that, with a red light situation.
I want to set up a jacuzzi tub or something. Like, even like that one gardener guy that you used to watch. I don't know, you don't watch his stuff as much anymore, but that, like, he had like an actual inflatable one.
Yeah.
Remember? It was like a really nice one.
He had a greenhouse, and then he would do it to trap in the heat. And then he would just do starts in there over the winter. It was crazy.
Yeah. I don't know, it was a big size, too. You could fit a lot of people in it. And it's kind of nice that you can kind of deflate it and stuff like that.
I'm not focused on growth because I don't care about appearance. Let me rephrase that.
Oh my god,
Appearance does not really matter to me. Obviously, I don't want a situation where like I got, you know, one arm being super huge and the other one being small. So obviously appearance does matter to some level, but like with the stuff I'm doing, I'm not concerned about having like this perfectly like marbled physique. So what I'm looking for is strength and functionality, which means, you know, my brain's ability to recruit motor neurons, my veins, my capillary density, my heart's ability to you know, obviously pump said blood. So I'm just looking for all of the real shit. I don't need the inflated muscles. You know what I'm saying?
Do you know what brand she has, Wade? Does she like it a lot? So it was definitely something once our actual patio is built out, because the patio we need like to cement it in or pave it. But once we do that, I'd like to get some kind of a hot tub that could be like more movable. So like the inflatable one kind of like, I feel like that attracts me more than an actual full-on hot tub, because then if we ever need to take it down to like put out chairs or do something, you can just, you know, drain the water and deflate it, and we can put it in the garage or fold it up if we had to, you know, versus like the permanent structure. It's just, it's, you know, a lot. It takes up space. Look at him. See how close she's standing next to him? They're dating now. Before it was Ponytail Girl and him, and now they're kind of not a thing anymore.
Is that why the one girl's running defense for them?
Maybe. She's kind of siding with them. He might be kind of aggressive, so I don't know. Yeah, no, yeah, that's what I mean. We just have a dirt backyard, so I would really like to be able to, well, I mean a dirt patio area. Like, we don't have any kind of structure there. So we need to be, doing that structure, you know what I mean?
Oh, 100%. But yeah, oh, did I gotta deal with the food? I totally forgot about it. Oh, I don't want that food to go bad. It's delicious.
It won't go
All right,
bad.
well, appreciate you guys. Oh.
I guess, Jay, while you're not coming back up then?
Well, 8:46.
You leave him forever?
No, I'm gonna go downstairs. I'm gonna put the food away. Maybe check a couple more things.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna come back upstairs because it's pretty much my bedtime. It's my bedtime in like 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Kim, you can fly? What does that mean? Deuces, guys. No, thanks for looking into that, Wade. Yeah, you know, I'm more for... For me, I think it's just functionality, right? I think that's what's going to matter more, you know, as I get older. You know, I like functionality.
Thank you, Wade. I'd appreciate that.
I think if I was in a different boat... I mean, who's to know, right? If I was, like, single, maybe I would care more about visually, but I'm more functionality.
Can I fly, Mira? Do you mean when I got on the roof? I used the trash can to climb up there.
Deuces, guys.
Yeah, you're not too far off, Jacob. Yeah, I just climb up right here, Mira. I use these dirty trash bags to get onto here, then use this lid precariously, and then jump on here. That's how I found that money up here. There's like a stack of money up here. It's pretty sweet. I mean, like, for your height and stuff like that. Because Jaywaz, he's 6'4". He's 6'4", and he weighs, I guess he doesn't want me to say. You don't want me to say, Jaywaz?
I need to know that.
I can show you again, Mira. But what I mean is, like, you're not too far off, as in, like, you're not too far away from, like, a good weight for your height, is what I meant. So, Mira, pretty much, see this trash can? There's garbage bags, so I just hopped onto here. Onto this lid. Then this open lid. And then you can jump to the roof after that. And then you're just up here. Oh my god, they're doing it again. And then if you want to jump to the other roof, you sprint and then jump. And now I'm on top of the whole building. Which is probably not structurally safe for me to be walking up here, but we're doing it. We are 100% rocking it. Look at that grass texture. I don't know if I can jump to the greenhouses or not. I've never tried. Oh, yes we can. We sure can. Oh, not there though. Jaywa shouting no. Yeah, he didn't want you guys to know. That's too secretive. Maybe when he loses the weight, he would be okay with telling you guys, like, what he started at or something to what he is now, but... You know. You know how it is. Which I get. I mean, we've both been overweight, so it's like, it's pretty hard to talk about, like, weight and other stuff like that, you know? It sucks. Ideal weight's probably 210, 220. Yeah. No, I agree with you. It's just something that, especially for me, I've grown up like that, like, you know, with issues and stuff like that. So I get embarrassed. You can guess if you want, Wade. I can't guarantee I can answer. You're close to the complete greenhouse? I am. I'm pretty excited. I don't have $50,000 though. I kind of want to do the other, like, upgraded stuff first. Like, I want everything to be 100% upgraded before I commit to that big chunk of change, but everything else is working out pretty good in here. Like I said, you guys can throw numbers out there, but I'll probably just agree to all the numbers. You know, to make it really, really tough for you guys to guess what it would be. Oh, now I can't run around this anymore. My whole thing is blocked. Taking a medication recently that makes me hunger crazy, which makes it hard, so it also does make it easier to gain muscle. Okay. So yeah, you just gotta work out, like, you know, how much exercise and other stuff. You could probably balance that pretty well to gain the muscle versus the weight. Most of my stuff is probably hormonal, to be real. Hire more gardeners? Alright, let's do it. If I've got the money. Gadness. Oh yeah, I am actually... I can't get Theo here, but we can get Nova. Let's hire Nova. Done. Nova, she is coming in late to work. Incredible. You know we start at 8 o'clock, man? Yeah, and Jacob too. I think for Jaywaz, his job's really stressful, so I'm sure like his cortisol level stuff is probably pretty crazy. And cortisol is like a pretty big factor into like your stress and hormones and losing weight and stuff like that. So I think that's like his main thing. But he's been kind of stepping back from work and other stuff like that, like hours wise, to try to get that kind of under control and to be less stressed in life, you know? That's what we're aiming for, is to be less chained to the computer, less chained to, like, you know, that, and get out and do more things, because we've pretty much, like, worked all the time to pay for stuff, you know, and other things like that. And, Jaywaz's been able to, he makes the money that we need for me to be able to pursue this dream and stuff like that, and we've been growing, you know, at a good pace, which is really cool. And now Jaywa is stepping back even more, and we're doing fine. We don't live, like, crazy, you know? One of my favorite shorts is this weather girl who reads hate comments about her weight in a professional news voice. Where is that at? That actually sounds really funny. Her name is... Oh, and her name is Carissa Codal? Okay. I'll have to look her up. I don't know if Kim remembers, but... I said during my first stream that I saw of hers, I just took my steroids, taking tests. Oh, okay. I think Jaywa was there, and I think he made a joke about roids or something, which is, you know, we know that's not actually the case, but it's okay. No, yeah, there's no judgment at all. You do what's best for yourself, you know, what your doctor talks to you about and stuff like that, and it's like, you know, I don't get fazed by that. Everyone is living their own life with their own pair of shoes, and they're walking in them. And I think a lot of people get the wrong idea about steroids when they say, oh, you're doing steroids, they assume, like, the roids, right? And yeah, where they say it's, like, funny and stuff like that, like, as a joke, right? But, you know, there are some people who actually need to take steroids for other purposes, right? So, like, Jaywa's mom, I mean, she's since passed away, but she had, like, a type of blood cancer, and she had to take certain steroids and stuff like that to keep up with, like, the medication and the chemo and stuff like that. And it's okay. I think it's funny, though, because Yeah, because I think when you said it, Jawa was like, oh, don't get too mad or something at you or something like that. How do we still have people in here? It's 7 o'clock. Dude got in here when I wasn't even paying attention. That's the effects of medication. Tea combines with herbal. Agree. No. When you mentioned the steroid thing, I think Jawa said to you, Jacob, he said, oh, you don't get mad easy or something, or... I don't remember. You just made, like, a don't get mad comment or something, because you know some people that take, like, the roids, they get mad or something. I don't know. It was something Jawa said. I don't remember the exact context, but that's what I mean. Yeah, steroids for asthma. Yep. It's just a combo thing they do with certain medications. It just happens, right? Agreed, Wade. Yep. That's why I don't judge. You gotta do what you gotta do. And that's okay. Alright, what are we doing, y'all? Super chill, dude. As a matter of fact, I'm more calm and chiller on it. Having whacked out hormones is way worse. Yeah. I totally get it. And Mira, and your thing about tea, too. That's why I was mentioning this to you, Jacob. A good, like, for, like, your joints and stuff like that. Because I feel like my knees are always kind of, like, acting up a little bit. I like doing, turmeric tea. And it's not, like, too flavorful. It's, like, a good flavor. And you can add honey and stuff to that. It's really nice. And that, turmeric helps with inflammation. So does cayenne pepper, by the way. So if you're doing any kind of cooking, you can incorporate a little bit of cayenne pepper. That also helps with inflammation. No, my old job, it required a lot of physical stuff, so... It was, not fun. A lot of heavy lifting and... moving pallets and shit around, and... fucking sucked. Hated that shit. Therapy, getting those shots. Yeah. Yeah. I'm familiar with that. Dang, so, you know what's kind of crazy is that once we finish this, does the big greenhouse just straight up take up that whole back corner? I don't have nearly enough money for that. I'm almost tempted to save up the 50,000 just to see what it looks like, but then we're not able to expand other stuff. And I kind of want to see what it looks like. What do the rest of my expansions look like, actually? Could I do another upgrade? We could. This is the one that's going to be... The seed ones always take the most, like, out of you time-wise to do. That's crazy for this. So I need another 6 spaces. I'd have to get 2 of these. Yeah, my brothers, served and stuff like that too. Well, my one brother, he left for, well, more mental reasons. He left. Of course, Grandma served. I had a lot of family service members, for sure. And yeah, it's not great. Including my nephew, he retired. He did like a medical retirement because he was like a paratrooper, so his knees are all fucked up. He had to get like an actual surgery and everything. I don't know why he chose to do that particular route, but that's that's fine, I guess. I mean, he had fun doing it, but it's was definitely insane. I need those I need shelves. That's what I'm going around in circles for. We need 2 of these. And then I will probably need... Yeah, I'm gonna need 2 of those. Yes. We'll do another unlock if this doesn't spend me too much out of my wallet here. People tell me I snore. That's the worst of my physical maladies. That's great to have. Jawa snores. I don't snore. Pretty much Jawa and the dogs, they all snore. And, it's madness. Like a freaking freight train all night. I don't know how I sleep. I'm just used to it by now. You think Wade? Wade has sleep apnea? He might. I hear, people that do snore, I hear, do have, other stuff going on sometimes. Alright, let's grab this. I did have a hedger incident at work where I almost severed my left hand's middle finger. Wade, how did that happen? What do you mean? Is it because you, like, just blanked out and weren't thinking about stuff? So then, like, you almost caused, like, an accident for yourself, or... where do I want to put this? I guess right here. We could just make like a literally open thing here. I don't know. Oh yeah, less meat. Yeah, meat can be inflammatory too. Good one, Mira. That's true. My grandfather had his hand stuck in an industrial printer type thing. Lost his finger. A lot of my mom's side of the family lost their fingers, no joke, to, like, farming accidents and stuff like that. It is the real deal. You gotta be sure to be extra careful. Okay, let's chill. All these... I don't really remember ever ordering extra of those, but okay. Begonias. Wait. What is this? Why would they put this here? Did I do that? Uh-oh, I better check their settings real quick. No one should be putting stuff, no one should be putting stuff there. Yeah, that's turned off, so I wonder who put... I wonder who put that box there. Well then, I don't know what that's about. Back to business. No, it was a work accident. I was trying to save my beautiful face. I mean, yeah, I think losing a finger over your face getting wrecked is a good choice, Wade. Yeah, he usually works from home. He's gonna try to go in more often, but we live kind of far from his job. They want him in more often, but that's hard for him to do. A saboteur, yeah. Someone's trying to wreck our stuff here, like, it's crazy. Like, I'm honestly flabbergasted. I really don't remember putting that there myself. Maybe I did in my delirium of ordering things, but... it's a little sus. If eating meat steamed is better, or use an air fryer to drain the fat, yep. Yeah, really fatty stuff isn't supposed to be good for you anyway. You want, like, your fats in, like, a different way, you know? I have, like, no money to do this, but we're gonna do it anyway. Where is it? So we're gonna get some, orchids, it looks like, and I'm not sure what these are, so... We're just gonna get them, it doesn't matter. Yeah, orchid, anthurium, and a ruscus? I don't even know what a ruscus is. Never heard of that. Of course, all these people are gonna complain that I don't have the stuff out. My bad. I gotta price it exuberantly before we do anything. Which is crazy. That's like almost $50 for these. Like an insane amount. Like, I might be ripping people off amount. Hey, Dragon, how are you? We don't have enough money for the purchase? Okay, hold on. We'll wait. I can't believe I have no money. We need to get more customers in here. Hurry up. Diet consists of mostly Greek yogurt, nuts, lean, ground beef, rice, variety of fruits. Nice. We've been trying to leave rice behind, and we're trying to do, like, better grains, so we're gonna try... Well, we tried buckwheat. Buckwheat's actually pretty good. We've done buckwheat, and Jawa and I are gonna try to get a hold of amaranth as well. Kind of do, like, a more of, like, a mixed grains versus a rice instead. I think it'll be really good. Oh, I got money now. Oh my god, I have $150. I don't even have money to pay my people. How should we do this? Are they, like, fresh? Yeah, they are. So I can just put them however I want. Let's do pink orchids first. Oh. I guess I didn't have to run that far. Someone is putting this here. Why is this still here? Like, seriously. Oh my god, like, what is going on? I'm needing to stop working for a second. I gotta stock my shit first. Hold on, team. Holy cow. You guys are doing too much already. I hate when it gives me uneven amounts of stuff. Actually, no, this could work out. Hold on. Hold on. This can work out, because you know what we're going to do? I am going to block them from putting a tomato box there ever again. Although that's more of like a regular plant, but you know what? I just want them to not do it anymore. Haha, suckers. Try it. Try putting that back again. I want to see you do it. Wait, did I put 2 and 2 like that? Aw, oh, shit. Hold on. No, I'm missing something. Stop it. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So then where'd my other box go? Oh, no, yeah, we put it right here. Oh, I need to use a box to get rid of that. Oh my god, there's so many boxes out here, you guys. Can't believe I just did this. Ugh. The fact that oh, man. I don't know why I thought that was smart to do. Ugh. Do not touch this crate, you guys. It's okay. Oh my lord, like, there's no way we have this much stuff, do we? Like, are we actually, like, for real right now? We should maybe shut off the gardeners for a while. They're doing too much. And I swear to God, if they put anything in this empty thing, someone's getting fired. And it's oddly suspicious that we hire a new gardener and suddenly stuff's being placed where it shouldn't be. Okay. Let's try this again. Onions are delicious. I like onions too. 30s, Jacob. We just need to teach them to just sell. We need them to be able to do their own thing here. Why this is all suddenly so difficult for them, I don't know. Like, what is this? So why aren't y'all putting it there? Another bok choy that's full. Good lord. There you go. You're in my way, buddy. We actually almost have an overstock. Maybe I should, maybe I should add more food shelves. What is the box for next to the greenhouse? This one? So pretty much like in times like these where I'm getting overstock and they have nowhere to put it, they just kind of leave it here. You can auto sell it. So like right now I can sell it for base price instead of just like leaving it out or throwing it all out. So that's what I'm doing because I don't have space in this. This is as big as a storage room can get, so we don't have a lot of room to do all this stuff. There you go, guys. 24, okay. You're a young fellow. I keep accidentally throwing the boxes away. I don't mean to do it, but I do. Yeah, we're like getting an abundance of like the basic things here. Maybe I shouldn't have grown so many. See, that was like a whole freaking box. What are we doing, you guys? There you go. Dang, dude. They're harvesting too much. My greenhouse people are being too efficient. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Everyone is being too efficient. The game feels like Supermarket Sim. It is very similar, but I will say this game is way chiller to play. Supermarket sim and like the water park sim always feel so chaotic. Oh, my broccoli. Mira, you have to remember Jacob's military. So a lot of his stuff is injury caused from the military. Like my nephew's not that old, and he jumped out of like planes and helicopters and stuff like that. And parachuted and things like that, and just landing on his knees so much, he had to retire just from that. You put enough strain on your body, you have to, like, you know... You have to eventually stop, and then when you leave, you gotta assimilate and do normal stuff, and your, you know... Knees messed up, back's messed up. Everything's messed up. Alright, you guys, are we done harvesting things? Because, my god, I think we might actually, like, for real, we might need to expand some shelving on this, or make the veggies a lot cheaper. Because this is not working out. We have too much things going on. We need, like, double of each or something. Except for cucumbers. Cucumbers are not. So banana pepper. So these I don't think are a problem. It's these. The main stuff. Let's check out the prices on those. Let's check the prices on these things. Way back here. Like our beginning veggies we ever got, huh? Just like for the sake of selling them cheaper, let's do like 7... Let's do like 730. We'll go based off of this. They're saying 7 and 11 cents for that one. Let's try 720. See if they buy them faster. And now we're also kind of getting into this situation too. Let's do 7. Let's do 765. 795. 815. 760 something. 780. Broccoli. Let's do 950. I don't know if that's going to crazy affect anything. Hopefully it kind of goes through stock a little better and it's, you know, makes sense, right? Let these guys keep going. We got to wait on them to finish with the seeds, too. What did I need to level up for? Oh, we need to be level, I think, 80 for the last trinket. And, yeah. Late 40s love gaming. Yeah. I don't think we need to stop gaming. That would be silly. Kim has the best voice and JWoww weighs. Oh my goodness, he doesn't weigh that much. Oh, darn it. Dang nabbit. Alright. How much more could you guys possibly be doing? Because I need to water. Need to order stuff. I don't think we're going to make the $50,000 in this game to get the super uber-de-duber monster greenhouse. That's what I want, ideally. I imagine it's going to be like this whole thing. I don't know how much bigger this gets. No, they still going. You know, should I just hire more stock people, too? We've kind of gotten to that point, right? Oh, we can't even hire Luke yet. We need to be 65? How's that even fair? Oh, 68 for the last gardener. We could also hire more cashiers, but I feel like I don't have enough customers to warrant that. In fact, I've done the other trinket upgrades. How come I don't have a lot of customers? Look at them. They're like a band, you guys. All lined up. Look, they're friends again. Now they're dating. She just, like, goes around to everybody. Cinnamon rolls are too delicious not to eat, though, Wade. We must always have the cinnamon rolls. Love us some cinnamon rolls. Alright. You guys doing the smoke break now, or... No? Yes? Yes? No? Man, this is gonna suck. But at least we got the other licensing out of the way. So we got 2 more licensing ones. We have actual... We're gonna get coconuts next. Okay. Some type of little pink fruit. Maybe pears. I think that's supposed to be papaya, pineapples, and maybe mangoes. Oh, I know, Mira. That's like our vice. It's cinnamon rolls are like the most evil of desserts. And I saw a reel. This lady made like strawberry cheesecake cinnamon rolls, and I pretty much almost died watching it with jealousy that I couldn't have any. See, like, look at these prices. How is this fair? Joke's on you. You guys aren't getting a smoke break. Ever. Although they have so many stock people, they're actually doing a really good job getting stuff done faster, when before it was pretty slow with just a couple people. Cool. We'll end the day. Have you had them? Man, they look incredible. Hey, Odium. Thank you for the like, by the way. Farming, selling, maximizing profit. Not so much profit. I am spending money on the licensing to buy plants and stuff like that. So probably not smart on my part, but look at all the stuff just in the thing here. Are you guys gonna pick these up? We are losing lots and lots of monies. Oh, look, they did pick it up. I wasn't sure if they'd do that or not. We got the store open. Come on in. Spend monies. Oh no, they're harvesting things again. The damn radishes, man. Where are the radishes? Someone just took that. I'll wait. Actually, no, I'm not. We're just gonna sell them right away. See, I wish they'd learn how to do this themselves. If they saw that the shelf is full, they should just automatically just sell the stuff for themselves, you know? More carrots, huh? No, yeah, I think for me, I want to just... I'm so excited to see all the different stuff. I unlock things. And we should probably, just kind of let a few days pass by. Making money, you know what I mean? We're level 64. Actually, can I hire that one person now? You see what I mean? No, 68. 65 for another stock person. We'll just chill right here. Unless they, like, stack up boxes in the back again. Let's get the band back together. What's that from? That's from a couple different movies, isn't it? You have to rewatch, like, the School of Rock and, everything else. Oh, Lord. Begun. Bites. Nice. What is this? Charred? Okay. That works too. Probably should keep this, actually. I feel that's more so saying that likely originated inside of a movie. No, that's what I'm saying. The whatever, wherever Wade got that from. There's a couple other movies that have that get the band back together thing. I'm pretty sure that's School of Rock in Tenacious D. Old School. It's in the Old School movie as well. With Will Ferrell. A lot of different films. Got it. But this is what happens, though. I feel like we're not making money fast enough. We're doing so much, but yet I feel like we're making so little. Dude's losing his hair. Oh, now it's back again. Actually, I just realized it'd probably look better with the... We don't have black in this, do we? No. Just this one. There. Like that looks better. Alright, it's 5 o'clock. They're not putting anything out front again, which is good. Looks like she stopped doing what she's doing. Alright, where's the last dude? We'll water everything. An hour away from closing. Are you guys officially done, or...? Nice. Alright. It waters them all, Odium. I don't know if I showed you that. We finally unlocked the Master Sprinkler, and it waters everything. I don't know, maybe if we just did regular days and didn't spend anything, we might be able to buy the super greenhouse. But that's $50,000, though. And I can't do any of the other unlocks. I wonder if I end the day early, does that still account for customers that haven't come through the door yet? Probably not, huh? Yeah, you like the little, you like the bell sound it makes, don't you? Alright, who else is coming on in here? Anybody? I think as long as the customers are through the door, they'll stay and purchase their stuff they need. Sorry, I don't know why, but you brought up the inflatable hot tub. Have you all seen the Hot Tub Time Machine? We did watch that like a long time ago. But it's been like a hot minute. A very, very long hot minute since I've watched that. Suppose we could also... I might just, Yeah, Mira, I was just thinking that. Maybe we just end the day. The problem is some of my plants actually do run out. I need to check real quick. It's like, for some reason, the ferns, like, these guys always run out, like, really fast. The other one should be okay. I'm dopamine addicted. In this era, the bell ticks in my brain are those of happy signals to my brain. I love it. Let it run out, but then the store things goes empty, though. The out there goes empty, and then they get upset that they're missing stuff. We'll let it happen. Oh, here we go with this again. Carrots. Ooh, wrong one. What extra? All we have are what's on the shelf and whatever's right here. We don't have anything else anywhere else. But no, I know what you mean, Odium. Nothing much. I'm gonna force myself to not buy stock and see what happens. I want to catch up on our monetary losses here. So I might run, we'll run this day and then probably the next day and then see where we're at. Because I really want to buy that super D uber duper giant greenhouse, but it costs a lot of money. Although when I buy it though, I'm going to have no money left. It'll be one of those irresponsible buys, you know? But I feel like it's also doubtful that we'll get to the 50,000 when before this episode ends. You know? We'll have to see. Why is it so expensive? Everything's expensive because we need to afford stuff. Everyone's always complaining. Damn. What is the dream job? Probably be a successful writer. Jaywaz, I don't know what his would be. Probably be like, no, it's not accurate, Jacob. It's not. I don't know, I imagine his dream job would probably be growing plants and maybe even like this situation, running his own nursery and stuff like that. I think that'd be really cool. Jacob, I don't know. I don't keep track of, like, weight stuff like that. You could maybe look at a chart online. All I know is I am not 6'4", so I don't know. I do not know. You guys, not working. Mira wants to own a farm? Heck yeah, dude. I think a farm would be a lot of fun. It'd be a lot of work, though. I suppose Jawa would be, so inclined to do a majority of that work. I would just want all the cute animals, so... 8 likes, thank you guys. I don't know, what about you guys? Odium, Wade, what would be a dream job you guys would want? Even Shroud, if Shroud's there. 65. We'll have to, oh, you know, we could hire the other person if we felt so inclined to, but we'll wait. I guess we'll wait. Both the dudes are balding. Maybe their job as my gardener is too stressful. My dream life is working any job with coworkers I can joke and laugh with. Going home, playing video games. Never clean because I have a maid. Easy. Yeah, having a job where you can actually, like, enjoy being there is nice. This was a long time ago, but Jaywa and I both used to work at a theater. A movie theater, and I will say, while it didn't pay a lot, that was probably the funnest job we could have. You know? Alright. We got a couple more people. I guess I'll let you guys in. We'll close up shop and then we'll run another day. And producing produce for sustaining community. Heck yeah, dude. Also great, Mira. Jaywa wants to do stuff like that too. That sounds awesome. I want to be a fireman, but I don't know if I can physically do that, to be honest. Yeah, being a fireman's hard work. But I imagine, like, learning all that stuff and fire safety. I feel like that kind of job and being, like, a forest ranger would be cool, too. Odium, my dream job would be finding a way to enjoy being there, being able to create something for others to enjoy. I like that too. Although, Odium, if I recall, your goal was to, like, make a video game, right? Is that still your passion that you're trying to pursue? Yeah. And who knows, you look good enough, they might put you in one of those calendars. I know sometimes they, like, find firemen and other people to put them in, like, the calendars and stuff like that. I know what you meant, Jacob. It's okay. Artist? Artist is a good job, too. And I feel like artist is pretty subjective. Like, I feel like my job right now is an artist. I have stuff online. I make designs and other things like that, you know, and I'm doing YouTube. That's pretty artsy to me. Oh, this job's pretty cool, too. We'd have to up the testosterone. Everyone would be hitting the gym if that was the case. Everyone's got to make it into the calendar. Let's close. And honestly, I'm just going to end the day again. Although our one stuff is looking pretty sparse. Hopefully it's okay. We got to keep making money. Yeah, still aiming for that, but being an artist or animating, just seeing people happy is nice. Agreed, Odium. I agree with that. Maybe that's my dream job? Maybe so. Career change time. Mira agrees. So, like, these are always gone. Let's at least get one box of each of these so that we're not completely out. These still got their stuff, so that's fine. So does this. Alright, let's let it keep going. Wade's ready for the close-up. Honestly, Wade's probably pretty shredded. He does, like, cherry picking stuff and gardening stuff and outdoorsy kinds of things. He gets his exercise, like, every day. Cardio, yep. We're probably making Wade blush right now. But it's the truth. I feel it deep down in my bones. He's got, like, the Bruce Lee bod going on. He can, like, two-finger punch somebody, you know? I never pick cherries. Oh, all this stuff. Alright. Stop putting boxes in the hallway, please. I'd appreciate it. I'm a 3D artist, and I know how to video edit. Those are good things to know. I want to try to learn to edit better. So, like, I know some pretty basic video editing stuff, but I want to be able to make, like, those crazy videos sometimes. True. Agreed. Wade is a beast. In a good way. I look good with clothes on. I mean, Wade, you probably, like, go to the beach all the time. You're probably super shredded. I think you're just being modest. Super tan. Actually, no, we talked about this last time. He has a tan similar to, I feel like most white people have, aka me as well, where, like, your arms are, like, a little tan, maybe your legs a bit, your neck, and the rest of you is white as as God brought you into this earth for. I don't... You're calling Wade a grandpa. Wade's not a grandpa. I mean, he might actually be a grandfather, but he's not old. Wade's in his prime. JWA, are you coming up? Okay, like right now? Alright, hold on, guys. Okay, I'm back. No, I mean, I know, like, he's actually a grandfather, but what I mean is, like, he's not age grandfather. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not a dude in, like, his 70s or 80s. Sometimes when I imagine a grandpa, I imagine, like, an old grandpa, you know? But that's not what Wade is. Mira, send that to me on, IG, or just tell me what your Facebook page is. I'll go check it out. Dad strength, yeah. Such a thing does exist. I know that for certain. My dad's the same way. Especially with opening cans. For some reason, you guys are very good at that. I can't open certain cans to save my life, so... Jars, I mean. Oh, we're getting money, you guys. We're finally doing it. No, people, like, buy these, but they don't buy them. I always have to hit some jars with a knife to open the lid. The few that I've been able to open, you actually, like, turn them upside down, and then you, like, hit the bottom of it, and I guess that, like, shakes it loose a little bit, and then the lid is easier to open as well. I've been able to do a couple like that. But if I can't open it, and I've already tried my own trick to open it, JWA has to open it. Or it's just going to sit in the pantry for a bit longer, maybe loosen up, and then we open it later. What was I about to do? Oh yeah, the pricing. Let's adjust some prices here, because some stock of things, I feel like no one buys any of it. Like these. Actually, well, Shroud and DJ, they're your age, Jacob. They're not old. And I think Odium is too. I don't think I've ever asked Odium's age before. You don't have to answer, by the way, Odium.
I'm going to bed.
Oh, you're not going to say goodbye?
I'm about to. I was just saying I'm going to bed.
You're not going to stop in?
See what's going on.
Wait, and then tried to guess your weight.
Fat AF. What up, guys? I'm going to bed. You guys have a fantastic time. I can't imagine you're going to be playing too much later, are you? Jesus.
No.
Look at this empire.
I know. I was hoping I could make the money. Well, actually, maybe next episode, aka tomorrow, we'll be able to buy the super-de-duper ginormous greenhouse.
Tell you. Yeah, almost like, well, I don't know what I'd like more, one big one or the little small ones. There's like a plus and minus to having both situations.
That's okay, Odium.
Where's Odium at?
JWA's.
Yeah, that's totally fine. I don't know why you guys are talking about personal information anyway. You guys are savages. Kim, what are you making them do?
We didn't say nothing.
You asking for a survey?
I'm not.
Performing a secret census?
Wow.
Maybe Kim's secret is she's really the NSA, and this is how she gets information on potential FBI targets.
No, don't get us in trouble. I don't do jack shit. I don't do a damn thing like that.
Alright, I'm going to bed. Appreciate you guys.
Hell to the nah.
Jaywa's leading. Fuck. I know it comes across. I feel like it does come across sometimes. I'm like, hey guys, I'm fucking out of this bitch. But you know, I don't mean to. Wait, is NSA outside? No, they're still located within the U.S., right?
Mm.
You're talking about their surveillance. Sure, they're totally only outside.
Oh my gosh.
100% agree with that statement.
We're saying too many three-lettered word organizations for my comfort.
Yeah. Alright, I really am going to bed. Appreciate you guys. You guys have a good one. Thanks for stopping by and chitty-chatting.
Oh, yes. I think we will work one more day, and then we will stop the stream, you guys. With the hopes that we might be ever so slightly closer to $50,000. I also want to see if these guys finish the stocking so I can actually look at what's sold or not. And we'll go from there. All kinds of spider webs activated. Say it isn't so. We cannot have just some randos pop in here. Although if they popped into any of our streams at certain times, they're probably like, what the hell are these guys talking about? You know? That is absolutely the case. I hate that it's so hard to jump onto this stuff. Oh my god, they got so much to stock up in here. They got a lot to do. We'll chill up here for a minute. We'll look at the sky floaties for a bit. We're the best life coaches? How? You're the one, Wade, you're the one that's writing the motivational book, remember? I've been doing some classwork, but yeah, mostly haven't come to streams because my classes are more spread out. It's all good. Odium, don't even stress it. When you guys need to worry about life stuff first anyway. You said JWA's problem is like stress. You could do the blood test. That's how I found out mine. Yeah. JWA needs to do a doctor's visit. It's been a bit since he's done one. But you're right, we could do something like that. Probably the best way to figure all that out. But he's, like I said, he's kind of done like a reduced work schedule and some other stuff where his stress has gotten a lot better. I wouldn't say they're life coaches. They provide tons of views and enjoyable chaos. Have you guys heard? So, Odium, JWA played Dispatch. We have the VODs. There's a playlist. You can go back and watch how he did. He did a really good job. And he's going to go back into the game at some point in time because he wants to do like an evil run. He wants to choose opposite choices of what he chose for his first run. When is he going to do that? I'm not sure, but that's his plan, his goal. Nice. Yeah. Maximize the meal plan? I mean, I feel like meal plans, like especially college meal plans, I mean, mine wasn't like anything crazy. In fact, at the end of like my school year, we had to, I had so much extra money for like the food stuff. I bought extra and I like gave it away. Like I gave it away to friends. I gave it away to homeless people. No joke. Because there was no way I had like 2 or 3 weeks to spend a certain amount of money on food, and there's no way I would have been able to eat it all. He needs to do the evil run, yes. Luckily, he's feeling a lot better, so, I mean, unless work intervenes, he should be getting back to his noon streams on Saturday and Sunday at least. And maybe even Lego. We gotta finish Lego either Thursday or Friday night. We have to see how he's doing. Because once we get that done, there was some other co-op game I was thinking about that we were gonna play. For the life of me, can't think of what that is right now. Maybe I can convince him to do his dispatch evil run Thursday, Friday. We will see. But yeah, Odium, he played dispatch. If you want to check it out, you can check it out. It is in a playlist for your viewing if you wish to. Alright, but for real, Stalker dudes, are you guys done with this? I'd like to see what our regular stuff looks like. And then we will do one more day. Okay. I mean, there's still quite a bit of stuff that needs to be stocked up here. May check it out. May be nice to watch between classes. I try to find time. Yeah. Whenever you can. Like I said, I know a lot of you guys, when you miss out on streams or other stuff like that, like I never want you to feel like you need to be in the stream. Even if you leave for months and you come back, you're still welcome. In fact, I usually remember a lot of you guys, even if it's been a year from now. We've had a couple other people from, like, our, like, Fallout London streams or Subnautica or a few other folks popping in who hadn't been in a bit. It's nice to see you guys after a while. He did, Wade. This is true. But if, which is kind of ironic, right? He did his good run with, like, dating Invisigal when he probably should have done it the other way around. He should have chose Blonde Blazer instead for his good run and then Invisigal for, like, his renegade run, but it's going to be the other way around. He's going to be trying to date Blonde Blazer. And he'll have to, which actually I'm kind of excited for. I was really sad that he got rid of Sonar. He needed to keep Sonar. And then he'll have to, well, this other run, he's going to keep Sonar, and he would have to get rid of, Coop. What would you define as an evil run? So a lot of the choices he picked for this playthrough, if you watch it, Odium, they're kind of more, like, positive choices, or neutral choices in some, situations. In the evil run, he's going to pick, like, the, pessimist, you know, dark humor, more evil choices, because there's certain situations, like with villains and stuff, where you can actually spare them or kill them and stuff like that. His choices are going to be a lot different. Speaking of Fallout, what is it, Wade? We should do a group Among Us. That would be fun. What's that one? Oh, Among Us. You mean the little guys. The sus Among Us guys. Isn't that like the meme? Where everyone's sus? It would be purposely failing every mission. No, opposite choices, Odium. Because even if you pick the opposite choices, you're not failing the missions. You're still doing what you're doing. And he's actually really good at sending out the heroes and stuff, too. Like, he's gotten really successful completions and stuff. He would still play the game good that way. And Jacob, yes. Maybe, yeah. When we get that Discord up and we figure out, our other stuff, I guess, we would set up the group play. I don't know. We gotta see what we want to do. We also have to plan it where a lot of people would be available and that Jaywalk could play too. Alright, they're finally done. So yeah, Boston Ferns, we're completely missing some. You gotta... We'll do 2 of those. For some reason, these ones just like crazy sell, and I'm not entirely sure why that's the case, but they do. All these should be fine. Now, some of these, though, we might want to actually buy because they... Yeah, they're completely out. We'll at least stock up on these. And then we'll end the day, and then we'll run one more day, and I guess we'll call it the stream, you guys. We're still in the positive. That's all that matters. We gotta be making a profit. Alright, there we go. Make money. The missions feel like something that someone can create a fun, endless mode with. The things that should be added is adding hero events, and new heroes and some new missions, then stress tests every once in a while. Yeah, I see what you mean. And I mean, they definitely opened it for another game, or more chapters to add, so maybe that's something they're thinking about. Just wondering if we're ever going to go back. I don't know. I haven't even opened our save to see if it's corrupted or not. Or if it got messed up from our other thing. Hey, DJ. How are you? Like, I'm actually kind of worried. If I open up my save, is it going to be completely messed up? Because I still need to do Nuka World. I'd like to finish Nuka World if I can. Because we never got to finish it. Do you and Jaywalk go back through the chat and laugh? I think the only time that ever happens is if I question, like, so sometimes Jaywalk says some off-the-cuff stuff sometimes. Where I wonder if we should be concerned about it. And then he's like, well, let me hear what I said. And then you'll hear what he says, and then he laughs at himself. Although some of the situations we have with you guys are pretty funny, too. In a crazy good way. Because having you guys here makes it better. Otherwise, I would be talking to myself, so... It's nice. It is nice. Well, actually, no. Well, our Jaywalk comes up when I'm streaming. He hasn't seen any of the chat, and then he'll, like, go through on my phone and, like, see what we've all been talking about, and he'll be like, what are you guys talking about? What is this? I think he also checks on his phone downstairs, too. To see what's going on. Because even though he doesn't say so, I know he secretly listens. Just like the weight comment, too. As soon as I talked about saying his weight, he was like, no, absolutely not. Don't you dare. I'd never say it anyway. He does, so our bedroom is like right behind us, essentially. So he just closes the door to go to sleep, and he'll listen as he dozes off. Because he'll ask me stuff tomorrow, being like, so how'd the rest of the stream go? Or, I heard this happened. He's always listening. Either consciously or subconsciously. True. I love how we're managing this place. We're just like jumping everywhere. kind of wish I could make it to this other thing, though. Maybe if I do this. Nope. Cannot make it from this distance, but from this to this? I don't know. Doesn't make much sense to me. Oh my god, we're at $40,000. I wonder what happens if my money's so low that I can't pay my workers. How does that work? Do they just not work? Or do they get back pay? I like how they tied these bags. They got these little nubs on the top. These guys got nothing to do down here. You guys could pick up a box and go stock something, or... No? Cheers to having more profit, and if you don't pay workers, logically they should go on strike or quit. True. I meant in this game, I've never not paid them, so I'm curious if for some reason the next day I don't have the money to pay them, or at the end of the day. How does that work? Does that just carry to the next day, or... I don't know. Kind of makes me curious, like I should spend all this money. Just kidding. We're not going to. I need to stop. We gotta save up the money. There's really nothing I need to buy right now, and that's not putting us in profit, so... We'll just wait. And actually tomorrow, maybe I can name the stream that. We're gonna buy the super greenhouse. Unionize? Wait, no talk like that. They can't be hearing that. I can't afford to negotiate, like, medical and eye and dentist stuff with them. I'm paying them just enough money to figure it out, you know? I mean, I can only afford so much myself. So tomorrow... No, Odium! Silence, all of you. Flower shops unite. It's literally flower power, huh? Tomorrow, Jacob, is... So, we actually have a schedule. Usually, Jaywaw's holiday stuff kind of threw us off because he had a bunch of PTO to take, so he took over some of my stream days. But, usually, Tuesdays through Thursdays during the day, I'm usually playing House Flipper. Because I like that one, and, I usually get quite a bit of people for that one that enjoy watching it. Tuesday, Wednesday is this game until we get a new game. And then Thursday and Friday nights are usually the co-op games I play with Jaywa, like our couples game, which is currently Lego Harry Potter. And Saturday and Sunday during the day is Jaywa's time, so that could either be Final Fantasy or Baldur's Gate 3. Because those are the games he has open right now. And then Saturday, Sunday night is The Witcher, but I think this upcoming Saturday is going to be the last Witcher. Well, actually, no, this weekend might be all last Witcher. Because we'll have our episode Saturday. We've got the battle going on. With Detlef. And then the Gwent tournament. And just playing Gwent. So yeah, Saturday might be the last Witcher episode. And we'll have to see. I might be starting, Dang, I might be starting Cyberpunk Sunday. We gotta see how that goes. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, YouTube's essentially full-time for me. I'm usually streaming at least 6 hours, 7 hours a day. Depends. Depends on the game, and depends on if I have other stuff I gotta handle or do. So what are you going to do? For what, Wade? I do want to play Skyrim. I do want to play Skyrim. And it could be after Cyberpunk. I don't see why not. I know after this game we're in right now, I'm probably going to go into my time at Sandrock. Because we played the first game, the My Time at Portia, so we'll do Sandrock to replace this plant one for a little bit. Because I've been wanting to play Sandrock. And it does have an actual story, which is good. So it's not just like a forever farm game sim. You kind of have other stuff going on in side quests and things, so I do want to do that. And if JWA's schedule gets more work hectic, then Thursday, Friday nights I might take back and just do, pick a different game to play. Like, we'll get Harry Potter done, but we might not have a couple stream for a little while till his schedule lightens up a bit. Nicer Cyberpunk? Nice. Yeah, I'm ready for it too. It's gonna be cool. It looks like a cool game. Although, admittedly, I'm not, like, crazy into, like, sci-fi type games, but we're gonna go for it. I'd asked JWA if it has melee options, and he said yes. Because I'm not a gun person. I don't like playing shooting games and stuff. So, as long as I can pick, like, a sword or knife or laser saber. I don't know what Cyberpunk has, but we're gonna do a melee build, I think. And you've played Sandrock. Well, you know, that'll be perfect because, James, our other subscriber, he played Portia. So he was like my main guy I could ask questions to, so that works out. If I have any questions, I'll just ask you. Especially with building stuff. He had a lot of really good ideas for automation. I don't know if Sandrock has similar, like, build stuff like Portia did. In Portia, you could have a factory and conveyor belts and stuff like that. Will it be on the weekend? No, it would be Tuesday, Wednesday night. It's gonna replace this game we're playing right now, Plant Sim. Yeah, I understand that. It's all good if you can't be there. It's okay. When you can, you can. We'll just play the game. I kind of leave Saturdays open for, like, what I think might be the bigger games. So Witcher's a bigger game. Cyberpunk would be a bigger game. And it actually was. I usually have quite a number of people for Witcher. Just depends. Some kind of stabby McStabby will make me happy. McFlappy. Is that right, Wade? You're supposed to rhyme it at the end there. A vote? We aren't a democracy. We're an overlordship. Maybe Skyrim you can aim to become the famous butt stabber? How would I do that? I mean, I guess we could, because you can dual wield in Skyrim, right? Like, eventually have a voting system on replacing games. So, so here's the thing. I have... It makes me kind of... I mean, I get a little downtrodden when I set up a vote or something, because, in truth, we don't usually get a lot of people that interact with it. Whether it's on, like, a community post or, you know, whatever. Like, we've put votes to stuff before, and we don't get, like, anyone voting, so then we just end up deciding the game anyway. You know? Maybe when our channel gets a little bigger and we have, like, a lot of other people, like, in chat more often, to say, hey, guys, I'm planning on casting a vote tomorrow. Can you guys, vote for me real quick? Then, yeah. Well, I guess we could do it if we do that. Aw. Yeah, daggers. I made up a character I dubbed Mark the Butt Stabber. He's a ripoff of Markiplier's Wharf Stash character he used to use. And you could do bare fists like I do because I'm bored. Just fisticuff the whole thing? That'd be crazy. Just put everything into strength, right? And maybe dexterity? Is that how that build went, Jacob, or what? Oh my gosh, there's still so much stuff that they need to be doing. But I guess this kind of works out, because we were, I guess we would call it an episode. I did say we're going to run one more day. We're at 41,000, so that means if we do, like, another day or two of work in tomorrow's game, I would feel okay buying the super uber duver, jumbo greenhouse. I mean, we really don't need it, but just to say we have it. And then still have a little extra scratch to keep expanding licenses. In fact, we could maybe even do 3 days. Because what's our next one? It's like 10 grand or something for this other license, right? Yeah, so to get our tropical treats, 10,000, 10, 5, 11. And yeah, we don't have much more after that. Actually, maybe we should prioritize this stuff. But I mean, I'd really like to unlock all this stuff before we call it quits on this game. You know what I mean? I like to unlock as much as I can. Oh boy. Alright, they're claiming they're done. Let's do a stock up, and then I guess we'll call it guys. While I do this, any last words before we call it y'all? I'll be in House Flipper tomorrow. More Plant Sim tomorrow, if you guys want to just chill with the Plant Sim. You can get gloves with enchantments and pick characters. Well, yeah, the Khajiits. Yeah, I'm familiar with them. If you try to beat Skyrim and all of its quests, it'll take you a long time. Well, that's what I like because, well, I usually try to 100% games if I can do it, so. I would like long games, but I also know that some people get bored by that, so that's why I try to throw in, like, shorter games in between what we're doing. I don't know, I was kind of thinking about, I know we're doing Quarantine Zone, so maybe after that I go back into Contraband Police, because it's been a bit since I've been in that one. We'll see. I don't know. Alright, yeah, Wade, you have a great night. Jacob, you have a good night too. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Also, thank you for the likes, by the way. We're at 8 likes, guys. Thank you. All good. Appreciate you hanging out. You have a good one. Odium, you have a great night. DJ, you have a great night. Mira, Dragon. Actually, who was that up top? Thank you, members, also. Yeah, Odium, DJ, Wade, Mira, Dragon. Harshal. You have a great night, Harshal. Shroud, you have a great night. Heck yeah, Odium. We'll figure out the gaming stuff. I still have a whole list of games we haven't even touched. We'll figure it out. Have a good one. You too, DJ. Have a great night. I'm gonna pop up back to the top of chat real quick if I can on my phone. Because I know we're missing somebody. not letting me go back further. Oh, B. Richie. B. Richie, you came up and said hi, like, before we even came on. Have a great night, and thanks for popping in, by the way. If you see this later. I have water with me right now. In fact, I'm going to finish drinking that and then head to bed myself. All right? Thanks, guys. I will see you, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye!